Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Magnum Opus. So we did the tutorial. Let's jump into the actual first chapter. So we get a little art, I suppose, here in chapter 1 where Anataeus has gotten his welcome letter at the Imperial College of Alchemy or Alchemical Engineering. Congratulations, or dear Anataeus, congratulations on your appointment to the position of head alchemist to the House of Van Tassen. What's funny is he said he was going to get that, but you probably shouldn't have had the story go that you just start as the head alchemist of a house. I'm very pleased to see you find a position in line with your talent and abilities as you're prepared to leave the academic life. I want to offer a word of advice. The politics of the city are much harsher and more dangerous than those of the academy. You are a singularly gifted talent, and I would hate to see you get caught up in those conflicts, or these conflicts. The alchemist's place is not to sink to the level of those around us, but to rise above them in services of our art. Best of luck to you. And this is signed by Nadine Tolomeo, professor and chair of the College of Alchemic Engineering at the Imperial University. Um, hmm. Yeah, it definitely would make a lot more sense for you to have to spend at least a chapter as not the head alchemist, particularly if you're introducing this concept that there's going to be some political intrigue in the backstory between these puzzles. I mean, you can put as much story as you want in this game. At the end of the day, it still is going to be a programming game and a puzzle game, so probably don't want to go overboard with that. It kind of seems like what we're going to end up doing is making a lot of gunpowder and like bombs and weapons of different sorts for people. And I guess that is just straight up the first level. So now we're going to be shown a very different way of depicting the story. Man, this is really turning into a visual novel, isn't it? With Concordia Lim. So how did it go? A nightmare. Our man kept going through his old stories about honor and righteousness, and the Lady Van Tassen looks like she's embalmed. I guess that means drunk. Frederick spilled food down the front of his shirt. What a brave man you are, serving a formal dinner. It really is difficult, though. I can't stand the stuffiness. Our man didn't remember my name. Captain Gelt had to prompt him several times. To be fair, you started only rather recently. Yes, I suppose it's too much to ask. Such a complicated, burdensome thing to remember one single name. The name of your new alchemist. The one who graduated at the top of his class from the College of Alchemical Engineering. Anataeus. See? You remembered my name just fine. Think Armand would know my name? Keep in mind, I've been here my whole life. See, now here's the problem is that since they are just doing the visual novel thing, my eye is not being drawn back to the logo here or the fact that there's a slight glow around these characters. So when it just swapped between Anataeus talking and Concordia talking, I really didn't catch that. Maybe next time you can go in my place, he might not even realize it's a different person. See, it just switched again, I wouldn't have even recognized it. Hung alchemist, provisioner. Which were you again? Yes, You'll get us in trouble. I've been doing this for years. Wow, it really does feel like we are not going to do anywhere as many puzzles as I thought at this rate. I figured they should have, and I figured I probably should have just kept all the dialogue in this form factor. Well, this is an odd first project. I feel like someone's having a laugh at my expense. Why? Were you asked to create the Philosopher's Stone? Close, actually. One more guess. transform lead into gold. Yes, apparently there's an old Van Tyson lead mine, and wouldn't it be better if it produced gold instead? Our man suggested it so casually. Sounds wonderful. Time to put your university degree to the test. And I guess the general idea is in this alchemist world, turning lead to gold is also not something that they figured out how to do. At this point, I think in the real world slash, you probably could, with a massive amount of radioactive material, turn lead into gold. But I don't know if it's really worth it. In fact, maybe you can't. Maybe you have to go the other direction and find something that is further down the periodical table of elements and turn that item into gold as you break it down. But for the amount of energy and resources put in, I imagine doing it that way is not really worth it. The Glyph of Projection consumes an atom of quicksilver, and yeah, this is the symbol for quicksilver, and promotes, it's the alchemical symbol for quicksilver, promotes an atom to a metal, an atom of metal to its next higher form. By doing this repeatedly, even lead, the basest metal, can be transmuted into the finest of gold. Or finest gold. Alright, well, we want gold. We have quicksilver. And we have lead. Start with that, and then once you pull these two groups of things off the board, you can just scroll down and not really deal with it. And then let's see, there, I want to have the end product on this specific spot because of that logo being there, just in case there's like an achievement around that. Yeah. I'm just gonna stick this over here too, just in case that decides to do something interesting. Okay. This. 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 I figure there's probably a way here to speed this up even more, but probably not something I want to experiment with quite yet. So number one's going to grab, it's going to rotate one, and then it's going to probably just need to wait, and we probably don't need a number 3. How can we wait? Guess you just don't do anything. That. And then that. Meanwhile, this one would grab, rotate one there, and then reset. Then we'll just repeat instructions. Hmm. But repeating the instructions and taking up 1, 2, 3, 4 spots. Let's just step through this. So what is this now? What is that symbol? We'll have to check. Yeah, that turned it with Quicksilver to 10, so we just have to go up here multiple times. Each time with Quicksilver. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Repeat. Now does that repeat everything twice? Repeat. Let's see how this works. Don't think we made it to gold there. We only made it to silver, so we have to repeat one more time. Which at this point we have taken up like the full length of one of these bars. And I wonder if the game is going to kind of limit us to that. And see, this is kind of just a very practical, lots of cycles solution to something like this. When that's going to give us a very small area for a very large number of cycles. Yeah, if anything, we've just maxed the number of the amount of area. And seems like getting cost down. Yeah, we're still not really seeing any leaderboards, so I wonder if the leaderboards have just been shut down since this is a 2017 game and I'm playing it in 2021. Yeah, and I kind of don't even know if I want to bother to try and do anything more. Because I could change this, certainly. I could... Let's see. Get rid of this completely. Yeah, that was a mistake. Is there an undo button? No. That seems like that's sorely missing. Alright. Let's put this in the center. We're gonna start with we want the cheapest expense here. If we flip this around. in there. Okay. So if we were to pick this up and put it down and then reset and repeat, repeat, repeat. Let's see what that does. Nope. It won't work. Is there any way we could pick one up, put it here, then pick this up next and put it there without taking that extra step? No, I don't think so. So put one here, put it there, and then rotate twice, and then pick up. I don't know if I can really repeat instructions here, and oddly I think you kind of end up repeating instructions anyways. Gives the way it plays. We could possibly make a track, and then this would be in two positions. Is there a way that would work? Maybe, but that would just be to get rid of space, not to get rid of cost. And so you probably will always have to consider Let's see. Yeah. Rotate, rotate, pick up, rotate. I mean, this is just going to get really crazy. Drop. And then we have to kind of repeat this sequence several times, which you don't have a right click menu, but you can draw a box, so I can only assume that you can just control copy and control V. Nope. So you can draw a box around things, but you can't copy things. Interesting. Yeah, this is definitely just going to be at the cost of cost of cycles. Put that down, grab this, put that down. And see, the mercury is here and the other is here, so this is actually backwards. Try that again. That's not necessary, I guess. One, grab another. And then drop. And then another time. Pick up that. Drop. Let's make sure this is doing it. 1, 2, 3. And then it definitely goes off the rails at a certain point. 4. Pick up another one. And then that. And then drop. It doesn't really feel like there's a pan or scroll here. So I think I may straight up just run out of room. Like, mouse wheel, right click. Oh, I guess you can just drag with the right click to pan it. Okay, good to know. So this, I'm gonna assume that this last one is all we need. And let's see. Does that get it to gold? Yes. So at that point, you pick up one, go one over to pick up the gold, you grab it, then you go 1, 2, 3 in that direction. And then you drop it. This is a lot of code. A lot of code just to be as cheap as possible. And I may still not be doing it. I would have a hard time suspecting that there is. Ooh. Well, that's a problem. Doesn't that mean then I potentially need to drag this here, this here, this here, that there. Add one bit of code here. See how that works. Little bit of mistake code there. I just needed to have taken this out and this out. 40 gold. So if there's anything cheaper than 40 gold, I wouldn't know what it even was. Let's, I guess we have to reset at the right point. It seems like the game is doing some look ahead coding, so it knows whether something is going to work, and will only start to speed it up if it feels like, if it knows it's going to work. Otherwise it will play it slowly. Otherwise, yeah, and I have to just assume that that is the cheapest cost, and it's probably not worth it to get anywhere else. It does seem like your bar is inside these wider square bars as the number. So I found the cheapest cost. Our best has been 142. As far as cycles, we could definitely reduce that. The area 6, we really couldn't reduce that. So let's do it one more time. And I know we're spending a lot of time just doing this one puzzle, but this is the one to certainly mess with if you're going to do that. Alright. So what you can't do is get more of these. So, or more of these. What you can do is this. This one should just always pick one up and then go let's just go ahead and drag this off the screen just for ease. Pick one up in the very first step and spin it clockwise and then drop. Easy code. And this one should you kind of want in the same motion another one of these. Honestly, these may not really speed things up that much. Grab this and then rotate that and then drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and grab, rotate, and reset. Get rid of this and set that to reset. See if this works. That's one. Let's hit play. It took 21 cycles to do it once. Let's see how many cycles. If I could get more sources of mercury, I think I could probably speed that up more. So that was 111, and they're clearly is a more efficient way. Let's see, I think one of these may not be necessary. Let's see if this is true. Yeah, that gets it down to 93. So what is the next thing that needs to be removed? Number 1, grabs, rotates, and then drops. I mean, does that really change anything to start there and have that be the one starting point? Is there any way to potentially speed this up in any other way? Where is the lack of efficiency to speed this up, or is it just that there's cheating going on? Like, only one thing can grab a thing at a time. Does this possibly need to drop? What if we just remove that? Yeah, unless it drops, it won't do anything. So it does need to drop. Would a rail of a track of single arms like this, just coming down here, grabbing, moving down, and releasing, improve the speed on that at all? No. You know what it is, I bet? Take this reset position, stick it here. Then it resets number 2, but it doesn't push it that far out. So then it just will reset regardless, and seemingly you can just drop these elements on top of things anyways. Interesting, the reset button doesn't drop. But it doesn't matter. Either you just put a drop there. Put a drop here. That rotates. Or maybe you just move this one back, and maybe this is fast enough that you can just put a reset on the overlap. So you get to gold, and it can grab it, put it back, and reset. Alright. So it seems like these commands probably happen at the same thing. So that saved us one step. Not as much as I would have liked. If I put it here and start it here, like that, and then the first instructions are just to drop, and then this instruction is not to rotate that way, but instead rotate this way and grab. And then maybe we could get rid of one more instruction. And so you're really wasting a lot of energy here to try to get these high scores in these programming type of games. Okay. Would be to go over here, pick this up, come back over this way, and then drop. Let's see if this works. And see, that even is going to add an actual step, but by adding a step, it's going to be slightly faster because we're overlapping steps. And I don't think there's really room for any more overlapping steps. That's just getting me down to 92. So what is it that gets you down to 91? Is there some crazy way to do this? I mean, you start here on number 3, you pick it up, you go there, and you reset. And reset takes an extra space. Well, wait a minute. If what's good for the goose is good for the gander, why not spend a little bit more money and put one here, and then grab it, rotate, drop, and then let this repeat, and then grab it, rotate, and drop. Just get rid of this completely. Right. Something's extra there. Not sure we need this at all. You do need a drop. Hmm. And see, at that point, the grab and the rotate, though, I don't think is actually needed. It's kind of funny how this is labeled as cycles when it really shouldn't be. Maybe you just don't need anything like that. Yeah. You don't need anything more. I'm overcomplicating it. And yet that still gets it down to 92. So what are we missing? What would be a repeated instruction that you could get rid of? Like if I told it to grab, then rotate, then grab, then rotate, then grab, then rotate, then grab, then rotate. That, like if it was just grab, rotate, it would still have to be drop. Picking up 8 of these at the same time doesn't improve anything. I mean, we can change that. That really is just getting you to 92, so I don't know if this is a case of somebody cheated or if there's just some completely different way to think of this or make this work. Because what I don't have is the opportunity for another Mercury. Because if I could grab another Mercury and double up, and I think the puzzles are going to intentionally never give you more than one source, so you can't cheat. Multiple bonding and turning something into salt wouldn't really help anything. And having another glyph could help, but I don't know how. I think I'm gonna have to leave it at that because yes, it does feel like maybe you could create something fairly crazy where you had a circle that was grabbing elements and then bringing it in place, and then grabbing another element and bringing it in place and doing it at the exact same time. The best way we could test this is if we were to throw another one here and just tell it to grab it and then rotate with it. Let's see what happens there. And it may not be moved in 2 different directions at once. So yeah, that doesn't feel like there's a real solution around that. You pick one up, then you have to move, that's a step. And at the second step, I suppose you could have another thing just ready and in place to pick up again. Let's see. So at that point you could pick one up. And at that point you could rotate and then drop. Guess we'd have to possibly stagger this a little bit more. Yeah, just it feels like maybe you could stair step things here so that you were, instead of picking something up here, you were kind of waiting. But that this only really makes sense in some very weird way. Alright, well, went the wrong direction. See, because we've kind of broken the thing here now where it's not letting it go on this second cycle. You have this one picking up, doing its thing, coming to this point, dropping, as usual. Then at this point, this one should have grabbed and should be rotating and dropping, which it is. And see, at this point, this also would be where one should be grabbing again. It doesn't seem like it is. No, it does grab. But then why did it not let go? It grabbed the thing instead of letting go. And so the grab and the overlay don't seem like they work. So I'd have to do something like this. And I think that probably means I'd have to put a repeat somewhere here. And this is where you get into the dangerous steps of debugging. Instead of actually just playing the game and moving forward. Hmm. There we go. We've got it down to 87. Which this score, as far as the number of cycles, doesn't really seem like it's going down any lower. So I don't know if it's just the histograms don't update, or if the way these histograms depict themselves are just kind of inaccurate in scale. It seems like they're a little inaccurate in scale, honestly, because it's seeming to imply somewhere around 75 could be the lowest number. And yeah, I could buy that. If you like do something like this, that probably can save you some time, save you some cycles. Like down to 81. And then if we get rid of the repeat and give specific code here, I think that would actually use less code at that point. I don't know why there's seemingly this big gap here, but whatever. I guess maybe I do need to just use a reset on that one. Because it has to go back in order. Yeah, it looks like you could probably set this back a little bit further too. And in 3 steps, you probably could just set yourself back. Interesting that it collides at that point. Wonder if you moved this way, would that still work? Nope. Let's see, at this point I'm just kind of goofing off. Wonder if we moved that at that point, would that speed up the process? Nope. Wonder if a repeat here somehow is more efficient. Because it seems like what it's doing is repeating the spaces. Yeah, I think what you want to do is probably get rid of the repeat and possibly get rid of the repeat in every case, because these spaces seem to be playing a role there, and instead just have the specific lines of code there. That, and that, and then that. Unless there's something here. Yeah, it seems like you just probably wouldn't ever use these two buttons so much. Really trying to learn here, but I'm also spending an hour on one puzzle. See if this works. It doesn't. So this looks like it will work, but am I saving any actual time by doing this, or am I still just at 81? Seems like 81 is the hard limit as far as what I can figure out. Unless there was some way in which I could speed up this process, which I guess I could. Here. As silly as this might seem, put that there, and then have it automatically pick up the brick way earlier, and then extend here, and then drop there. Would that work? Two different directions at once. Which I think means maybe I need to let go. I mean, no, it would have already been let go of. So yeah, that just seems to think that would be too much. Is there some possibility that this alone, just removing that one final instruction, might lead to a level of efficiency? I don't see how, because you would just then have to have a line of code at the beginning. We could potentially put this here, though. Moved in a different direction. At once. Atoms may not collide. Man, I'm finding every error possible. So if you remove that one, just do that. Maybe it is something more simple. Maybe it's just something like this, where we should just have spinners, moving spinners at all times. Pick one up. Rotate here. Drop. While it's dropping, you maybe can grab at that point. Let's see. No, that won't work for... It won't work for a hexagon piece. Even if I did move this one step forward. It might work for something like this. But I suspect it would probably have to work for something like this. And even at that, when this tries to grab something, it is going to end up just grabbing the wrong thing and moving that piece out. Yeah, I can't imagine there's a real scenario where you have like 3 or 4 of these just all taking turns trying to put things on there. That doesn't seem... I think 2 is probably your best bet. And then there might be a case where if we moved this piece out of the way, so it was here, then you might be able to place something like this here. Let's see if that works. What's happening with number 2 though? I think we won't get this to really work until we have another copy of these instructions. This is here. Why is it not dropping? Probably because we need to bump everything. Does seem like you can bump things. Yeah, and I'm... Why is it not dropping? Yeah. It seems like one thing grabs the other thing, so you really would have to have separate perspectives here. Separate angles. 1, 2. Well, we got it back working, but that's not going to be 81 steps. I've added steps, not reduced steps. Yeah. That was 93 steps. Is there any other way to add anything? I do think you can probably do this here. See, this is just going to lead to a collision error. That's what I figured would happen. Yeah, I don't see another way to optimize here. It does just seem like you're setting yourself up for failure every time. Unless we could get this cycle to somehow be a fourth item that was picked up. Like every step, one is getting picked up and one is getting put down. That should be the most efficient system possible. And yet, I'm back to 93. is there possibly... Yeah. In this same step, this gets dropped and this gets dropped. And it gets upgraded. So... the efficiency would have been for this piece to have picked one up and rotated already. While the rotation was happening, possibly? Why does that not work? Because it's grabbing as this is trying to rotate. Yeah, at this point, as it should have picked one up. And then rotated. Which does kind of imply that I should potentially replace it. Can you straight up replace things? Yes, you can. You can drag and drop. Problem, I suppose, though, with using that is then this has got to rotate a couple times, but it may not really matter. Well, this is just putting everything in a kind of awkward position. Let's try that again. This one probably means I'm going to need to bring it more in line with this. Yeah, I don't know if I'm really speeding anything up here by doing this. This is quite the awkward solution, certainly. And I got it to 86, though, as far as efficiency is concerned. So unless I can bring this back, kind of this direction, which maybe I can. And see, even at that, I don't think it really matters, because I think I could probably overlap this all the way back this way too. Not quite, but yeah. The real question is just this 3 extra spaces. Why is it executing this 3 extra spaces every cycle? And it really shouldn't. Let's put this here at the end and see if that does anything for us. It's like 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah, it's adding these extra spaces. I don't get why. I could potentially have this just repeat several times. Repeat. Repeat. See if that works. That definitely does not work. See if that works. See, the repetition does bring back eliminates these spaces. Do these matter though? At all? What if I was to take the more complicated puzzle? I don't know if I can bump something this far off and put it here. And then the more simplistic one and maybe put it here. All right. Let's see. So it grabs this one, goes here. At this point, this one should grab and rotate. Well, actually, frankly, it should already have grabbed one. Will that work? No. So it grabs on that point. And so this one drops as this one grabs. which kind of means this is grabbing here, which I think might mean, I mean, this is really stupid to suggest this, but maybe the solution is this. Just so you have better control, grab one, go there. At this point, this one should be grabbing. Well, honestly, it should already be grabbing. Let's try that again. No. Grab, go there. Release. Grab. Go there. Meanwhile, this one should be cycling again. Okay, it doesn't even matter which way it goes, but just have it work in every I've got mostly there. So it does that, drops, does that, drops, does that, and drops, does that and drops, does that and drops. Let's see, at a certain point it gets off. See, grab, cycle, drop, cycle, cycle, grab, cycle, drop, grab, cycle, drop. Possibly cycle. Cycle. And yeah, I am definitely just deep in the well, and it's been an hour and 20 minutes to do one puzzle, to really try and give it as much polish as possible. Let's see. Grab, cycle, drop, then cycle, cycle, and then there's a grab just erroneously here. If you could start with a grab, that would be great, but you can't. So you can't start by holding something. And he seems like he just constantly is grabbing at the wrong time. What did I do here? Pivot instructions. That's part of the problem, certainly. Let's see. I'm thinking either there's an extra move here or 2 extra moves here. That's not right. Maybe there's needs to be just a break there. Yeah. See, what I want to really find out here is, like, number 3 should immediately grab, immediately cycle, immediately drop in the first 3 steps. Grab, cycle, spin, drop. At this point, this guy should grab and spin, or should he already have grabbed and spun? I think he should have already grabbed and spun, which means start him here, remove one of these, move that forward. Oh, that didn't work. But it does certainly make a lot of sense that you would be here first, and then as soon as you get there, be ready to grab the next one. But what this highlights is then there is this scenario where these aren't the right things. They clearly aren't the right things. So it needs to either be a 3 and maybe another 3 starting in a different position, which I guess that would make the most sense. Yeah. And now it's just a matter of too many pivots. I can definitely tell I'm getting fairly tired. Also, see, number 1 starts by cycling and doing nothing while number 3 is grabbing. Then it spins. Then it grabs this one as this one is dropped. Perfect. Now both... Well, no, at this point, this one has no reason to spin. Number 1 has no reason to spin. Number 1 has reason to grab. And then spin, then drop. I think. I think that worked. And so I think that means this probably won't work. But this might work. And then this probably won't work. Because number one needs to spin again. Which, yeah, I think means this does need to spin here again, or maybe I just need 2 spins here. I'm adding a spin in the wrong place. It should be, I think, there. And certainly this is the problem with programming, is that either you enjoy this or you don't. And I can't blame you if you don't. Let's see. Spin, spin, spin. Probably drop. Spin, pick up, spin, drop. Spin, pick up, spin, drop, spin. Okay. 1 works, 2 works, 3 works. That one here probably should just be a drop. 2. Not quite there yet. So what is the next thing we would need to do? Spin, drop, spin, pick up, and spin, drop. And then it gets out of the water somehow. At the end there. Probably because of this rotation that probably doesn't need to be there. See, I wonder if there is possibly just a solution here that is fairly complicated and kind of ridiculous, and you just kind of cheat your way into a fewer cycles. Let's see. But if we were to do this, and then try that. I don't think I like that. What if we were to put, I mean, we are overlapping the drops and the pickups as much as possible. And yeah, I really don't know how it's to really address it. Instead of having this go in circles and have all these loops, is there some way we could stop this? No. Is there some way we could assist in some fashion? This does work, but at least for a time being it works. But it doesn't seem like it works permanently. See, it's grab, spin, drop, grab, spin, drop, then spin, and then grab, spin, drop. And so there's probably supposed to be another spin, I guess, here. Alright, well, I give up. Now and 40 minutes into this. Can you make lead into gold? Is the last bit of the dialogue here. We'll read this. Oh, and yeah, I really messed up here because clearly there's room for infinite numbers of copies that you could have, and so we should have been more careful as far as just labeling things. I won't bother to rename these solutions, but yeah. Going forward, if we are going to try to solve the histogram, we will keep our original solution, and then whatever is our cheapest solution, whatever is our most efficient solution. Yeah, right clicking, middle clicking, there really seems like there's nothing here. I honestly have no idea as far as how you could get this down even one more step below 81. As far as area, best 6 seems like that is That is probably the lowest number. And again, this may just be cheating. Totally not worth an hour and 40 minutes though. And these puzzles are only going to get more complicated. And if we are going to learn any optimizations or techniques that can be applied specifically to this game and the way it depicts programming, we'll learn that later. More than likely, we'll just get frustrated with the game and not really want to come back and try and get these high scores. I'm not sure if there's any achievements or anything. Let's see if I can see that. There are like 5 Steam achievements in the game, so not an achievement, I assume, for getting all of them as far as the lowest area or lowest number of cycles or lowest cost. There's possibly one achievement for getting one puzzle with the lowest amount of area or the lowest cycles, the lowest cost, and that's it. The dialogue says, "Can you make lead into gold?" I can scarcely believe it. Well, at least it's finished with now. Like asking a fish if it can swim. You're taking this remarkably poorly, Anataeus. Are expecting a challenge, that's all. I was expecting a challenge. Sounds like you want a chance to show off. I'm not sure I'd go that far. Well, at the very least, the game is throwing us a bone in the fact that we now seem to have requirements of several different puzzles. So after we've turned lead into gold, so they want us to make face powder, waterproof sealant, hangover cure, airship fuel, and precision motor oil, which that is really nice for them to give us all of these challenges at once, because there definitely was a danger that we might get stuck at a single puzzle and just not be able to go any further, and then the only appropriate response would really be to rage quit at that point. But now you have less of a chance. Human Resources Machine did not give us that ability, and it was a very linear, you have to beat the previous level before you can challenge the next level type of game, and that led to a lot of frustration, certainly. Anyways, I'll try very hard in the next episode to not spend over an hour just doing one puzzle. We'll leave the optimizations for the end of the game if we want to try for that. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.